welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's live coverage of girls high school lacrosse. Tonight in Northwest Suburban Conference Showdown as Coon Rapids hosts Elk River Zimmerman. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie. Two teams, one that turned around after a slow start, another that's still looking for that turnaround.
Elk River Zimmerman coming off that 19-9 loss to Blaine. The Cardinals, on the other hand, a 13-5 winner over Centennial, which is an interesting fact because it's their 100th game and their 80th win in the program.
Well, and for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, they've been the champion 4 of the 7 years they've been in existence. They were the undefeated conference champions last year, and suffering that loss early to Champlin Park means every game is critical no matter the opponent.
Coach DeJoy felt that they turned a corner in this win over Centennial, and they're looking to bring that combination of great defense, team speed into this contest against really a team that maybe is reeling a little bit after a big loss.
Elk River Zimmerman finished toward the bottom of the pack last year, just 3 wins in conference play, and they have been outscored 30-15 through their first 2 losses. Coming in here tonight, they really need to be able to step it up if they want to have a chance against a high-power offense like Coon Rapids. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. First for the Elk River Zimmerman team. Up front, Jens Koronek, Sizen, Reimer, and Brothen up front. In the middle are Koronek, Dalton, and Knutson. The defenders, Abigail Benson, Peyton Karsten, Haley Ackerman, Catherine McMillan, and the goaltender is Emma Dalton.
You see head coach Jeff DeJoy. Joe, talk about their starting lineup.
Starters for the Cardinals, Misquick and Hackett will be the attackers. Forwards are Kayla Ross, Helen Nelson, both of whom have 7 goals to start the season. Up front with them is Carly Nelson. The midfielders are Callie Turner and Maddie Bloomquist. Defenders, Kara Grimmer, Haley Tunsky, Alyssa Brazier, and Leah Mao. Taylor Graves, the goaltender for the Cardinals. And for Coon Rapids, a nice start to be on home turf a couple of times already early on.
Yeah, we have a little bit of an inclement weather, a little bit of rain coming down, and again, this is not going to deter Coon Rapids on what they want to do here and what they want to achieve tonight.
Face-offs can be so crucial, as we saw in the boys' contest against Centennial on Monday night. Callie Turner in the circle for Coon Rapids. Thrown up against Raylan Korinek. Long run to the near side. Misquick, first one there. Scooped it back right into the cross of Nelson. She'll fire it far side for Helen Nelson. Running down the left side. Stops up, looks for help. Back up top for Bloomquist. Drops and then scoops. And the Cardinals will play on the perimeter. Lily Hackett, a nice start to her season, establishing herself as the big helper. 6 assists through their first 2 contests.
Yeah, she had 4 the other night against Centennial, so definitely an opportunity for her to feed her teammates.
Nelson and Ross, as I mentioned, 7 goals each through the first 2 games. Turnaround shot, but a big stop in close for Emma Dalton.
Yeah, not a lot on that shot, but again, the Cardinals trying to work that offense, move the ball down low, just be patient offensively and maneuver around that defense.
Pressure on the ball forces the turnover far side. Hackett trying to scoop, couldn't come up with it. And now it's Benson for Elk River Zimmerman stopping up. Passes a little too high, taken over by Misquick, trying to pass inside. Didn't quite click, loose ball on the ground, scramble for it. Coon Rapids unable to get control, and Caitlin McMullen will run it the other way for Elk River Zimmerman. Again, pressured by Bloomquist. Hackett in there as well. Bloomquist continues to pressure, puts at it. Turner trying to get a stick in, but the whistle blows. It's going to go against Centennial, so Coon Rapids will be given the free position.
It was like a hot potato, that ball. Nobody could seem to get possession.
Long run by Bloomquist, shoots just wide. Coon Rapids is back there, so will retain possession. Kayla Ross along the end line.
Ross is another player that offensively been playing very, very well.
Racing through, shot back, another big save in close early for the keeper, but Ross gets it back and fires it upstairs to put Coon Rapids on the board first.
Ross just did a nice job of just staying with that and finding where that ball was on the field. She missed that first initial shot, but stayed with where the ball was and able to pick it up and put it in the net. You can see here is that that ball coming loose, and watch her do a good job of just getting extension and putting it past the goaltender.
So Coon Rapids takes the lead. Still a lot of time here in this first half, but Elk River Zimmerman really has yet to possess the ball at all. Each time they have gained possession in their own defensive end, they have been stopped up before they could reach midfield. Great pressure offensively to get the ball back for Coon Rapids. Loose ball at center field, finally scooped up by Yannick. She takes a stick from one of the Cardinal defenders, and that'll get her a little space to work with.
That was the 8th goal of the season for Kayla Ross. She's coming off of a couple of really nice performances.
Yannick goes right side, and the cross came in a little too close to Raylan Koronek's head, so she'll get the free position. Koronek takes a couple of steps, trying to get around the right side, takes a shot and scores. Would have gotten a closer free position had that not been successful, but a quick answer for Elk River Zimmerman.
Yeah, defensively the Cardinals just couldn't hold her off. She did a nice job of keeping her cross out, so she had an opportunity to shoot on net. Then she's going to gain the edge there and put the shot past the goaltender. So we're quickly tied at 1.
And her pressure had paid off. She was again, the hand had gone up, but she was able to score on the delay.
That was her 2nd goal of the season.
Evens the score at 1-1. Just under 22 to play here in the first half. Well, each team that has won a faceoff, possession after a faceoff, has eventually been able to turn it into a goal.
Well, you talked about at the top of the game, Elk River looking for a spark here, and this is an opportunity against the defending conference champion. And Coach Edoy realizes everybody comes out strong, gives them the best game.
Michaela Knutson racing down the left wing and scores, and Elk River Zimmerman has the lead.
That time speed kills, and she did a nice job of getting past the defense. Coach Edoy can't be happy with what the defenders did on that particular play. Let her get by using her speed. So you're going to see a nice shot to the far side of the net.
Came off the free position that resulted from the scrum following the faceoff.
Goal number 5 for Knutson. That gives the advantage to Elk River. Just the way they wanted to start this, Joe, on the road. Put the pressure on Coon Rapids to play from behind if they can.
Jenna Koronek in the circle against Turner, able to win the draw and get Elk River Zimmerman started in the right direction. And again, no one has been able to get a clean defensive stop and get the ball turned around and end up at the other end yet. So everyone is holding serve thus far, so that opening possession becomes so important.
Well, with no question, there's going to be an infraction on Coon Rapids.
Raylan Koronek again with the free position. Had her pocket picked a little bit. Scrambling close, and hold called against Coon Rapids and inside the fan, so this is going to be a penalty shot, a big one here for Emma Brodemarkley.
Did not want to give up that situation here in close.
Takes a little shuffle, fires just wide. I'm not sure if Graves had a piece of that or not. Garvis. Dyslexia.
It's just one letter on the other side. One on the other side of the other.
Elk River player tripped herself up on the field there. Bloomquist recovers for the Cardinals and shows speed as she races her way out toward midfield. That's chopped away from her by Michaela Knutson.
Yeah, nice play by Knutson to come from behind and steal that ball away by using her cross.
Pass to the middle, scooped up by Yannick into the, trying to get it down low, and does. And another infraction in close to the Coon Rapids end is going to give another great opportunity to Raylan Korenick.
Well, and you don't want to do this if you give too many opportunities down in that part of your field. And they missed the first one. Now they get an opportunity to get another shot to see if they can take a 2-goal lead.
Making sure everybody is properly positioned around the fan. Korenick fanned on that one. It came out of her cross early. She missed wide. But Elk River Zimmerman will maintain possession along the back line. No, they have to cough it up to the Cardinals. Pass a little too tall for Carly Turner. Turned over to Abigail Benson. Benson getting a little help there from Karsten. Another whistle against Coon Rapids.
Too many penalties so far in this first half, and they didn't come out real strong against Centennial. They're up 4-3 at the break. Coach Deidre is looking to see if they can turn that around here and get a strong first half, build up a strong lead.
Miss Quick had some troubles recovering, but gets it ahead now. Helen Nelson on the run. She's got some turf to work with and some numbers coming downfield. Turner trying to get it down low. That was broken up nicely by Benson, who is then fouled by Turner.
Yeah, Benson did a nice job of taking that away from Turner. Cardinals were looking at a scoring opportunity.
Ball knocked loose. Coon Rapids able to come up with the turnover. Back the other way comes Brazier. She'll cut back toward the middle of the field, looking for help from Nelson. Nelson driving right down the middle, getting a lot of attention from red jerseys. She'll back up now and reset the offense.
Oh, Nelson, another one of those players for Coon Rapids that started out with a nice season.
5 goals in the win over Centennial on Monday night. Up top it goes for Turner. Coon Rapids trailing 2-1 early. Turner a low shot, missed wide, but they will retain possession. Carly Nelson back along the end line. She'll bring it out. Shoot and score, and we're even again.
A nice opportunity there. Defense not really paying as much attention to her as they should have, and she made them pay. Brought that one out from behind the net. Found a little seam. Past Dalton.
So Coon Rapids really the first to break serve, as Elk River Zimmerman had the opportunity after that last draw and had some good looks and a long possession, but Coon Rapids able to get it turned around, get to the other end, even things up.
That's Carly Nelson's second goal of the season. See if the Cardinals look to turn the momentum. Elk River Zimmerman had it early, getting up 2-1. Things can change quickly.
And again, off the opening draw, Coon Rapids whistled for a stick violation. Free position for Elk River Zimmerman. Seisen, her pass stopped up by Bloomquist. Ball loose again. Seisen can't recover. Nelson in there digging for it as well. And Seisen will be called for the hold. Nelson on the run, shedding defenders as she works the left side. Spins toward the middle, back to the right-hand shot, and a goal. And Coon Rapids back in front.
Again, just a nice move to keep her cross high and not let the defense get an opportunity to get any interference with it, and she's able to put it in the back of the net. That was a pretty goal.
her 8th of the season.
Yeah, again, she extends the cross at the last minute, at the last second, and she's able to put it past Dalton.
Off the draw, Sison first one to the ball, but Hackett pressuring, able to force the turnover. Coon Rapids has the possession. Nelson will work toward the middle of the field. Pressured a little bit there by Karsten. Cuts back, has Bloomquist there with her. Will feed near side for Misquick. Misquick attacking toward the middle, cuts back to her right, shoots and scores, and it's a 4-2 lead.
And that's what you can see the speed of Allie Misquick as she's able to beat a defender, make a move, and get a clean look at the net. Oh, they called no goal.
Misquick will, though, get the free position. And a good look from right at the top of the fan on the near side. Shoots low, misses. As it skips wide, it's recovered by Coon Rapids. Pass got away from Bloomquist, recovered just beyond the box by Mao. Mao will look for room on the right side. Stops up, cuts back to the middle. Inside, Nelson can't get the jump ball. Elk River Zimmerman going back the other way. Brodemarkley working against Misquick on the far side. Misquick denying space, keeping that cross nice and high. Reimer spins, draws a double team. Her pass is off the mark, scooped up by Mao, who takes time finding some space and gets it to Lily Hackett. Hackett has wheels.
And she has a lot of field, open field. She has a teammate on the wing as well.
Long run right toward the net, and then fires up and over. But Ross along the back line will keep the possession for the home team.
Oh, she was troubled a little bit right at the end.
Good pass out front. Nelson is shot and a goal for Carly Nelson.
Well, again,
second.
You can see the rain coming down here, but Nelson, again, just staying in the middle, and the Cardinals doing a nice job of feeding her the ball, and just that quick shot for her second goal, as you mentioned. Number 9 on the season. What number did I say?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, see, watch number 9. Right
Get number 9. Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. But this was Carly Nelson, not Helen.
No. Oh, it was? Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Look at that whole bit. I just ruined it.
I just thought I'd point it out.
I appreciate that.
How many goals does Carly have now? Now you can tell us the real stats.
I think
it was really a quiz for those at home. Or maybe it was a quiz for me, but I passed.
This is her third now.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. You passed. Well, you have to be able to pass every once in a while. 1 out of 10 isn't bad.
2 for Carly, the freshman, in this one, and 1 for the junior Helen, who now is tied for the lead with Ross at 8 goals.
8 goals apiece, correct. Now that we got that straight, got the bookkeeping done.
Elk River Zimmerman in possession, running down low with it is Dalton. She'll set up behind the net. Back to the near side for Benson. Excuse me, that's Raylan Korodek. Dalton trying to work her way back out. Well pressured by Mao as she comes up top. Tries to get a look at the net. Draws a double team as she goes to the middle and draws a whistle. But it's going to be offensive as the space nicely taken away by Tunsky on the double team.
There you see the time remaining. We're going to hit 13 minutes in this first half. Cardinals with that 4-2 lead. Elk River just, they're looking to stay close in this contest.
Long pass out. Hackett trying to battle it away from Benson. Keeps it alive, keeps the wheels going. Finally scoops it up and heads across field. Tried to cut back, lost the handle, recovered. Work it back. And then the pass for Carly Nelson didn't click. Benson turning it around for Elk River. Marie Reimer ran into some defense, but able to recover it. Now plays it back a little too high for McMillan. There to pressure is Ross. Whistle blows against Coon Rapids. Possession for Elk River. Zimmerman, but a great job defensively pressuring by Maker. Causes the turnover on the pass. Hackett able to get it, control, find herself away from the crowd a little bit. Runs back in. It's hacked out of her stick, and that will draw another whistle. As she tried to get past Yannick. Yannick reached up and tapped it free, but a stick infraction. Hackett. Right side, cuts back to the middle, lost the handle again. Able to get around Yannick and recover. Yannick keeping Hackett to the outside. Keeping the pressure on, but the cross getting in too close. Another whistle and another free position.
Yeah, defensively, Elk River just trying to stay close to these Cardinal players, not let them use their team speed. And if they can keep them in a small space, they feel they have an opportunity.
Cardinals being patient. Played back up top to Misquick. She'll drive toward the middle and now resettle on the near side. Another little fake is shot low, a nice save. But she recovers. Another denial in close.
Wow, did a nice job.
And finally able to get the trapper on it.
Emma Dalton just being strong in the net. As she's able to stop a couple of opportunities from Allie Misquick and
really
then cover it up.
Three good chances for Coon Rapids to get one home. She ends up in possession. And Elk River trying to get it away from their net. Marie Reimer got it ahead, and it was scooped up. Foul against Coon Rapids. Free position. Long cross-field pass. Sison can't quite get there. Forcing the turnover with her speed is Brazier. And those bright green shoes will race down the right wing. Finds a little open space. Shoots in another save by Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton's really been keeping Elk River into this in this game. Cardinals had some great opportunities. They're taken away by Dalton's ability in net.
Haley Ackerman nearly got herself in some real trouble cutting toward the front of the net and almost had it turned over. Instead, the whistle against the Cardinals. Look at the good pressure all the way through the midfield by the white jerseys. Finding some speed is Knutson all the way to the attacking third. Races to her left, shoots and scores her second.
Well, that's too easy of a goal for Coon Rapids to give up. I mean, Knutson, again, using her speed and getting past the defense. And she did that, as you mentioned, her second time doing that, just being able to turn on the Jets a little bit and making it look relatively easy.
Long run down that left side, gains the edge, and just goes back to the far side.
I mean, you see three defenders trailing her.
Yeah, that was just a good long run. All speed right there. Maybe they should give her an S instead of a C.
A Z?
Another face-off early on. They've been crucial. Coon Rapids wins this one, and Hackett on the attack, right down the middle. Turns to her right, and now dishes back to Misquick. She fumbled. Scooped up far side by Raylan Koronek. She had it lost. Recovered by Misquick. Good speed. Had it knocked out of her cross. Helen Nelson able to recover behind the net. Nelson back to the near side. Flag away from the play.
I think it's going to go against Elk River. Zimmerman. There's head coach Stephanie Anderson, third year in the Elk River program. We'll get a chance to talk to her before the teams take the field in the second half.
Helen Nelson coming from behind, ran into some traffic, will back out. Tried to get it to Carly a little too high. Carly able to recover as she scoops, gets it to Lily Hackett behind the net. Hackett looking to curl. A lot of red jerseys there. Finally finds her way through, and another save in close by Emma Dalton.
Yeah, she's been
Miss Quick with it. Miss Quick stopped point blank by Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton's playing an exceptional game.
Pressure, forced turnover. Hackett out front, shoots low, misses wide. And Nelson a little more of a race than she thought she would to regain possession off the out of bounds. Helen Nelson with it as we're just under 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Miss Quick attacking along that goal line. Defense collapses. Nelson can't twist her way out front. We'll get it back to Carly Nelson. She runs into traffic. Back down to Helen. Helen looking for a lane. Gets out front. Shoots. Bounces it home. And the lead back to 2 for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, just did a nice job again. Helen Nelson, number 9 this time.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Got number 9.
Got number 9. And again, just making some space for herself. Did a nice job of extending her cross again, and then using the field to bounce that ball into the net. This makes it a 5-3 lead for Coon Rapids.
Still very early in the season, but the first 2 games, Coon Rapids has played better in the second half.
They have.
But you cannot allow these teams that you feel you should beat and the teams you need to beat in order to be where you want to be at the end of the season. You can't allow them to stick around.
No, the more confidence that they have coming out in that second half, they keep this game close, the better it is going to be for them, quite obviously.
Flashing speed to the middle draws the defense. Tried to find Bolin crashing to the lane, but that pass didn't click. Recovered by Karsten, who gets it upfield for Koronek. Emma Brodemarkley. Back to the middle, a long reach for Dalton, but she's able to get it. Ahead, good passing into the middle for Koronek, but then it was chopped free and scooped up by the Cardinal keeper, Garvis.
Yeah, just a great play, but to knock that ball loose because Elk River's been doing a nice job of gaining the middle, using their speed.
Bolin on the run the other way, tightly marked as she reaches the box. Abigail Benson denying all entries. Spins, got it to Miss Quick, and she has her second.
No, I don't know if did they call it off. I think they called it off again.
Oh, and I was going to say that would be her first because her first one was denied.
No, first one was denied, and now
the second one was denied.
She's looking for the revenge opportunity here.
Well, from here she's almost guaranteed a quick shot, but Dalton has been strong, and she is again.
Wow.
A quick net to knock it down.
Yeah, she has really come up big here this evening so far in this first half. I mean, it easily could be 9 goals for Coon Rapids at this time.
2 called off, both for Allie Misquick. And still, it's just a 2-goal lead despite playing very well for the Cardinals. Bolin shoots another stop in close. Recovered by Helen Nelson. Tries back door, and that didn't quite click with Lily Hackett. She continues to try to scoop, but lost it out the end line, and that'll turn it over to Centennial or Elk River. One of the two.
Yeah, well, they're red, so I understand the
Elk River Zimmerman.
Yeah. Yeah, tough situation. And good defense and certainly phenomenal goaltending from Emmett Dalton so far tonight has kept Elk River Zimmerman in a close contest with Coon Rapids.
Looked like a steal there for Nelson. but the whistle blows again. And we'll try again. That's Turner, rather. False start.
Yes, that would be correct.
Emily Sison has the free position for Elk River Zimmerman. They trail with just under 3.5 remaining in the first half. Another turnover. Bloomquist splits a couple of defenders, cuts back to her right, inside, and offside.
Yeah, some good opportunities. No, there was a penalty there.
Does Dalton still have the juice
Let's
this
see.
time facing Emily Bloomquist? And she fanned on it. Able to recover momentarily. Loose, gets to Ellen Nelson. Nelson draws the flag and crossed too close to the head, and she's going to have a free position from about a 45-degree angle, it looks like. Lily Hackett at a dangerous spot at the back door.
Officials are making sure it's lined up properly. You got Elk River has their defense set.
Nelson looks toward the top, backs into the corner. Spreading it out up top to Bloomquist. She steps in, shoots high. Knocked down in the traffic.
2 minutes.
Finally picked up by Carly Nelson down low. Nelson looking for that lane is denied there by Ackerman. Nelson continues to look. Got it over for Bolin, and the flag is up. And this will be another great look for Coon Rapids.
How many opportunities can Coon Rapids get, and how many opportunities can Emma Dalton stop? And
well, Molly
so far
Bolin with the opportunity this time, a 45-degree angle to the goaltender's left. The shot is there, and right there is the net of Emma Dalton.
Yeah, just Emma Dalton just stoning Coon Rapids right now.
Again, good pressure in the attacking third. Forces another turnover for Coon Rapids. Bolin in a lot of traffic. The whistle blows, and the Cardinals will get the free ball. Under 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. Coon Rapids a 5-3 lead as Bolin races in from the right. Swept at and knocked free, but the whistle blows again.
Well, and then defensively, Elk River Zimmerman, if they just by knocking the ball away, they'd keep the Cardinals a little bit onto the outside, keep them away from that center portion of the field.
Down to the corner for Lily Hackett. Hackett will race out toward the front, trying to drop it off. Had Nelson waiting out front, but didn't get much on the pass. And a stick call in close will give Centennial an opportunity to try and break it out here in the late going. That's what I meant. In the late going of this first half. Hey, it says right there, Elk River Zimmerman.
Yeah, it does.
What do you know?
At this point, Coon Rapids definitely does not want to give up a goal here at the end of this first half to make it a one-goal contest. They want to be able to at least go in with a 2-goal advantage.
Great steal there by Kayla Ross. Misquick was providing good pressure all the way down the field. And then when the pass finally left the cross of Ellie Yannick, right there was Kayla Ross for the steal. She will lead the rush the other way under a minute to play. Working against Karsten, the stick gets up again. We'll start over once more. Ross can't work her way back up front. Down low for Helen Nelson. Nelson circling to her right. Out front, shoots and scores. Finally gets it over the net of the keeper, Emma Dalton, then puts Coon Rapids up 6-3.
Well, again, Helen Nelson being that force inside, able to come away with another goal, make it a 3-goal advantage. That'll be her third of the contest so far with just a little under 30 seconds remaining. And it's a big goal. It gives them a 3-goal cushion here if it's to end this way and go into the break.
Face off with 29.7 on as you take another look at Nelson's third of the night. Nelson pushes the draw toward Hackett. She'll scoop it on the run left side. Still time for Coon Rapids to add to their lead here, up 3. Just under 30 seconds left. Hackett shoots low, and Dalton got a piece of it, scooped up and taken behind. Pass doesn't click. Coon Rapids scoops it, missed quick. Under 10, and the whistle blows. 6.8 left.
Oh, they want to limit Allie Misquick using her speed inside. You got one opportunity for Coon Rapids to see if they can move it to a 4-goal cushion.
Misquick cuts to her right, shoots low, and I'm not sure if Dalton got a piece of that or if they hit the traffic out front, but it goes harmlessly to the corner, and the Cardinals will take a 6-3 lead into the first half. Could have definitely been a much, much larger lead for the home team, but so far they have run into a hot goalkeeper. We're joined now by head coach Jeff DeJoy. And Coach, first of all, your thoughts on how their keeper has kept your team off the board.
Well, I think she's coming in with a left-handed grip, which is confusing us a little bit. We're shooting to the stick side instead of the butt end or the low side that her face of her stick is not on. So it's giving us a little bit of trouble. We're not seeing the goal very well, and yeah, she's definitely keeping them in the game so far.
Oh, Coach, a similar start maybe against Centennial last game. You're up by a goal, a little slower start, couldn't finish. What do you tell the girls here at the break?
Well, I think we're winning some balls, but our shot selection, we're not going at the speed that we're going to be effective offensively. So we got to change the speed up top there, and then our marking. We're a lot of individual marking, and we're staying with our mark instead of dropping our mark when somebody is, in a little bit of trouble. So we need to support our other defenders a little bit better than we're doing too.
All right, well, thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half. We're going to take a break, be back with first half stats and highlights. You're watching Girls Lacrosse live on CTN. Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, it's 6-3 Coon Rapids over Elk River Zimmerman. As we reach the end of the first half, we're joined now by Elk River Zimmerman coach Stephanie Anderson. And, Coach, your thoughts on how do you get more possession time in that second half?
I would say that we need to make sure we're making our passes complete and we're not forcing them through the zones.
Coach, you have to feel pretty good, obviously, where you are, just a 3-goal deficit. And your thoughts about what you talk to the girls about, how you can gain that advantage. I thought you started out really well.
Yeah, well, they have been playing very well for being short, our girls that we don't have today. We just have to make sure we're able to get out of the zone and be able to transition it down to the field so we can get the shots onto the net.
Well, and we got to talk about your goaltender. Emma Dalton has been outstanding through the first half of your team. Talk to them about getting her a little more help back there.
Yeah, she's MVP right now. She's playing awesome. Defense has to make sure we're crashing on the girls and not allowing the shots to get off from the 8-meter.
All right, Coach Anderson, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the second half. We'll take another break. Be back with first half stats and highlights after this. Live coverage of girls high school lacrosse on CTN.
Extra DWI enforcement is now being served on Minnesota roads. Don't be what you drink. Extra DWI enforcement is now being served on Minnesota roads. Don't be what you drink.
To the new. Back at the Cardinals Sports Complex, Coon Rapids up 6-3 at the half here. Coon Rapids again playing really well, dominating in time of possession, spent a lot of time in the attacking third, but only a 3-goal lead. So if Elk River Zimmerman can get some things changed up in their defensive zone coverage, force some more turnovers, get themselves a little more offensive time, things could change. Coon Rapids has to be able to finish.
If it weren't for Emma Dalton, this game would be very different. Coon Rapids would have a great lead. So Elk River Zimmerman coming back in the second half, they have to continue, as you mentioned, to force some turnovers. But Dalton still has to be stellar in net if they have a chance.
Well, and for Coon Rapids, they have not really trailed, but very early when they were down 2-1, they were the first on the board. Kayla Ross started things off just a couple of minutes in, but Elk River Zimmerman came back and scored the next couple and had that 2-1 lead. Coon Rapids, after that, scored 3 straight and have led ever since. 3 goals from Helen Nelson. Carly Nelson has one. Miss Quick has had 2 called off, plus Dalton has made a number of great saves in close. Point-blank stuff off a couple of essentially penalty shots. And you see they're dealing with a little bit of weather as well. 2 goals for Michaela Knutson for Elk River Zimmerman. Keeps them in this one at 6-3.
Well, and the Cardinals, again, they're going to come out and they're going to continue to apply pressure, and they're going to continue to get those looks at the net. They just have to find a way to beat Dalton a little bit more.
One more quick little break. We'll be back with second half action from the complex after this on CTN.
Sure is a nice day for a ride.
I mean, I gotta go.
Traffic's a little heavy, though. I wonder if this person in front of me sees me.
I'll listen to this song.
I'm sure they see me.
What should I make for dinner?
It looks clear. Let's get in front of this bus here.
Maybe I should pick up Chinese. I don't feel like cooking tonight.
Okay, everything looks good.
There's something going on over there.
They really gotta see me in that mirror.
Oh, I better get on the other side of the road.
Hey, look out!
Look twice for motorcyclists.
Back to the field, just about ready to get back to action in this one. Coon Rapids up 6-3 over Elk River. They have had the much better opportunities, and especially for the latter part of that first half.
Yeah, they definitely have. No question. No question. We'll see how this half starts out for obviously both teams. Important to both ways.
Helen Nelson in the circle against Raylan Koronek. High toss. Hackett can't get to it. Knutson does. Pressured quickly, and that has been probably the most impressive thing for Coon Rapids, in my opinion, is how quickly they pressure on the offensive end and force turnovers. Koronek able to get it in deep, though. Leaves it back now for Dalton. Dalton looking to her right, wants some support, can't find it, closely marked. Basket's inside where it can be scooped up by the Cardinal keeper, Garvis. And Coon Rapids turning it back upfield, sweeping it into the middle was Hackett, but the whistle blows. And Elk River Zimmerman an opportunity to turn it around again. Ellie Yannick.
Elk River Zimmerman wants to score the next goal here, the first goal of the second half, because they want to cut it to 2 and put a little more pressure. If Coon Rapids goes up by 4, it's going to make it a little more difficult for Elk River Zimmerman to dig out of that hole.
Tunsky quickly coming with the pressure, but another whistle against Coon Rapids. Yannick will get that free position again, now a little bit closer. Back near side for Dalton. Dalton into the middle, a lot of sticks there. Finally shoots, and the stop by Garvis.
Yeah, Garvis doing a nice job of just making sure she got a piece of that.
Loose ball won by Benson. Gets it ahead for Reimer. Reimer to the middle. Her pass bounces away, but scooped up by Corpy. Back to the middle. Shot down low, and another save by Garvis in close.
Again, a good opportunity for Elk River Zimmerman to get that open middle. And they were able to get a good look in on Garvis, but
Yannick along the back line, had her pocket picked there by Leah Mao. Mao along the sidelines, draws the whistle. Oh, will have the opportunity to get a little space. Mao moving it ahead a little bit behind Nelson. Scooped up there by McMillan and turned around for Elk River Zimmerman. Ball comes free again, scooped up by Leah Mao. Mao toward the middle. Looking and then leaving it off. Battle for it, and the whistle blows again, and Missquick will start for the Cardinals. Ahead for Nelson. Helen Nelson looking for Kayla Ross. Trying to scoop on the run and does. Ross crashing right side, goes back door, and coming across for the save is Emma Dalton.
Yeah, again, she stepped out and took her angle away.
Bloomquist trying to scoop over on the far side. Pressured, and there's the whistle. Into the middle for Missquick. A little backhand shovel shot. Misses wide. Hackett back there along the end line, as was Ross. Hackett to the top of the fan. Finding his shooting lane and finally does. I think Dalton got a piece of that one as well. Ross will recover behind the net.
Yeah, Coon Rapids just finding it very difficult offensively.
Backhanded catch by Nelson, turns and she's got 4.
Yeah, and that made it tough. That made it tough for Dalton as she turned and she couldn't get a good look at where the ball was, and Helen Nelson smartly just puts it past her. We'll see it again. Watch the turn, and then she fired it high, but up over Dalton.
Another helper for Lily Hackett. And a timeout, Elk River Zimmerman. As you talked about, that's a big goal.
Yep.
Just over 4 minutes here into the second half.
Yeah, it puts more pressure on Elk River Zimmerman at this point, to being down by 4 now. And gives that confidence again to Coon Rapids, see if they're going to come out. And they have an opportunity. They have the kind of offense, as you know, Joe, that can put a lot of balls in the net. So they're going to come out here and take advantage of that 4-goal lead and try and increase it.
Next week is on Monday.
It's Monday. It's
Keep
Monday or
it on
Tuesday.
your toes.
Yep.
Monday or Tuesday, we will bring you all the latest in Coon Rapids High School athletic action.
I'm still catching my breath from last night's show.
It was a full one,
Yep.
and that was after we cut some video. Had we kept those final 2 pieces of video, we'd right. I don't think it would have been the fastest 32 minutes in sports, and that just wouldn't work.
It would have cut the last 2 minutes off. We'd get complaints. We just can't do that. Might get complaints from that man, head coach Jeff D. Joy, because he's a big fan of the show.
And we're big fans of his.
Oh, without question.
We support our healthy viewership. It's in the double digits.
Yep, it's 11 now.
Total over the 19 years.
No, it's about 11. We average 11 to 12 a year, depending. I think in 2010 it was a good year. We had 15.
Wow, that was a banner year.
It was a banner year. Well, what can I say?
You had your game on.
Apparently, so did you, my friend.
20:52 remaining in this second half. Coon Rapids now up 4, 7-3. Off the faceoff, forced their way. Hackett on one bounce has it, beats a defender, races in, down low. It will be taken behind by Jordan Keller. Keller out front, a shot and a goal. And how about number 5 for Helen Nelson?
Again, they do such a nice job of feeding it to her in front of the net, and she's taking advantage of her opportunities here tonight. 5 goals, as we mentioned.
I guarantee that was not the strategy coming out of that timeout for Elk River Zimmerman.
No.
To give up another goal to the same player 13 seconds later.
Again, she just reached for that pass. It was a little high, but she was able to bring it into her cross, and then the key is she quickly fired it.
Second straight contest with 5 goals for Helen Nelson. Still plenty of time to play here. Coon Rapids now up by 5. And off the draw, a quick spark the other way. It goes Michaela McMillan. And tripped up. I don't know if someone got their feet in with her, or if she just tripped up on the turf, but it's definitely going to be a whistle against Coon Rapids.
Yeah, certainly unintentional. We'll see it back here. I think she tripped over herself. Yes, she did. Happens to me all the time.
Good position. McMillan backed away, didn't pay attention to her cross, and Kayla Ross made her pay for it. And Ross will scoop it up and gain control, and then lost it again. Trying to get out front. And it ends up with Garvis. Long pass to Hackett. She can't handle it cleanly. McMillan back the other way. Into the middle comes Yannick. Double team comes. Ross gets it on the turnover. Moves it ahead on the right side for Helen Nelson. Nelson running along with Haley Ackerman of Elk River. Cuts back, loses the handle, but the whistle blows. And the Cardinals will have possession.
Again, we talked about Cardinals coming out in the second half and putting pressure on and scoring the first 2 goals here and really putting Elk River back on their heels. Another one.
Lily Hackett driving in close and dropping it down low.
Well, similar to the game against Centennial, 4-3 lead for Coon Rapids at the half, but they were able to come back in that second half and just really open that lead, and that's what they're doing here. Now a 6-goal lead, 9-3. Nice job by Hackett just on the backhand to put it past Dalton.
Just 30 seconds since the last. No, 90 seconds. Something like that.
Something, 30, 90.
Either way, 3 pretty quick for Coon Rapids, and all of a sudden they're up by 6. Nelson batting at it, loose on the turf. Whistle is going to go in the Elk River Zimmerman favor. Annie Dalton trying to cut back to the middle. It was knocked free from her cross. Ross will play it ahead right into the basket of Lily Hackett, who turns and runs. Hackett scored the last one. Tried to flip that one down low for Jordan Keller. It didn't click, but Keller able to recover it.
Yeah, originally looking to take that backhand
Keller
shot
out
again.
front, shoots low, misses wide. Cardinals along the end line will maintain possession. Carly Nelson down low to Helen Nelson. Up top, Miss Quick. Races toward the middle. Little head fake back to her right. Spins out. We'll give it up instead to Lily Hackett. Hackett will just run down low and look to pass out front. Nothing there. Comes back near side. Gives it up now down low for Bloomquist. Bloomquist trying to turn out front. Take it back. That's Jordan Keller. Back to Lily Hackett. Hackett running to her right. Cross dislodged, but whistle blows, and she'll have a really good look at the net here.
Yeah, again, you can see Coon Rapids taking over and just keeping the possession down in the Elk River Zimmerman end. And the Elk River Zimmerman team, just finding a way to get their offense back going.
Hackett moves back to her left again, tries to duck it down low on the backhand, missed wide, recovered by the Cardinals. Keller looking across, there's Nelson in the middle, cuts back to her left-handed shot, and there is Emma Dalton for the save.
A nice save by Dalton. She tries to get it out quickly and see what Elk River can do about moving that ball downfield.
She has been very busy, and she has lived up to the test. Just a sophomore in net for Elk River Zimmerman. Ross recovers, shoots low, and scores her second. She opened the scoring, has been silent since, does have an assist or two.
As you mentioned, her second goal, and again continues to mount that lead for Coon Rapids. I think just a good play, a nice shot, and a defender not able to come over and do anything about it. And that time Emma Dalton didn't have an answer.
And just has to be a bit deflating for an Elk River Zimmerman team that was in this contest through the first couple of minutes of the second half, and now staring at a 7-goal deficit.
No, yeah, they had to feel really good about where they were at the break, and they just knew that if they can continue to play well, they had a shot. But Coon Rapids is a good team, especially offensively, or defensively as well. But
another turnover forced by Hackett. She scoops, runs to her right, cuts back to her left, out front. She really likes that back end.
Yeah, she does.
Not sure what the penalty was, but Hackett coming back to the sideline. First card that we've seen handed out. Maybe on the shot attempt, got it in on the shins. Centennial just swarmed by white jerseys wherever that ball is on the field. Koronek finally gains control. Stops up. Pressure right in her face, and that'll draw the whistle.
Well, again, what worked for Elk River early in that first half is using their speed and getting past that defense. The Cardinals have tightened it up.
Pass inside, is shot and a goal for Michaela Knudsen.
There you see the shot in there. Knudsen doing a good job, again, getting that opportunity.
Well, it's a really good look inside by Koronek. And just a turn and a shot. And second of the game for Knudsen. Or third.
Third. Yep, that'd be her third.
Somebody's keeping better track than I, which is not surprising. Off the draw, great catch by Michaela Knudsen. Her pass taken away, though, by Kayla Ross. Ross running right side. Pressured by Abigail Benson, but able to cut around the corner and dump it over the keeper for her third.
Yeah, Ross doing just a great job just getting past the defense and really defensively not troubling her at all. And she was able just to go right around in front of Dalton and put it past her.
All off a steal at her own end of the field.
Strong cross work there just to keep the cross in the net. The ball in the net, I'm sorry.
Just under 15 minutes remaining, 11-4 the score in favor of the home team, Coon Rapids Cardinals, trying to improve their record to 2-1 on the season. A tough opening day loss to Champlin Park The Rebels, an intense rival at the top of the conference standings. Right now, though, Blaine coming into tonight 2-0 already in conference play. Very early, but this is only a 13-game schedule. 12 of those against conference teams. Coon Rapids a perfect 12-0 to take their 4th conference championship last season.
Yeah, they played well, no doubt.
Cardinal program that has had a lot of success but has not yet been able to get over the hurdle into that state tournament. A semifinal loss at sections again last year. Free position for Knutson, runs to her left, and will take it behind. Pass just out of the reach of Corpy. She gets it back. Down low, Knutson walks in and scores. She's got 4.
Yeah, again, she's very active there, and she was able to get that high pass. And once she was able to gather that in, it was an easy opportunity for her to get that goal. All 4 for Elk River Zimmerman. Makes it an 11-5 lead now for Coon Rapids. As you talked about, there's under 15 minutes remaining. Actually, a little under 14.
Almost an exact minute since Coon Rapids' last tally. 11-5 with 13:57 to go. Another good jump by Knutson as she just skied to get that possession for Elk River Zimmerman and get it to the Coon Rapids end. Scooped up now by Brazier. She'll run around the corner. Pass too high for Hackett. Recovered behind her by Bolin.
And she just could not keep that in bounds.
McMillan gets it ahead. Skipped away from Koronek. She lost it out of the cross and out of bounds, and it'll be Coon Rapids' ball. Tunsky. Bolin cutting back to her right toward the middle of the field, trailed by Abigail Benson. Trying to pass back across the grain, and it's taken away by Benson.
Yeah, Benson did a nice job of taking that ball away from her. And this is the kind this is what Elk River needs. This kind of effort.
Into the middle for Annie Dalton. Dalton will attack from the left corner. Leaves it back to Koronek, and the whistle blows. Koronek will get a good look from an angle here again. Takes a couple of steps, shoots low. It was deflected and ended up wide. Bolin behind the net. Dalton, rather, gets it back. Down low again at Koronek, trying to cut out front. Access denied by Kara Grimmer.
Yeah, great defense by Grimmer, just keeping her from getting inside.
Coon Rapids putting a lot of bodies around the ball and end up drawing the foul. With it now is Ellie Yannick. Pass skipped away from Marie Reimer out of bounds. Coon Rapids able to get it ahead to Lily Hackett. She'll cross midfield. running full speed as Helen Nelson down there with her. Passes, turns, shoots, scores again.
Again, just
Number 5.
A great feed from Hackett, though. Just a great feed. Not much Dalton could do. That was pretty.
Great offensive start to the season for junior Helen Nelson. 2 goals game 1, 5 goals game 2, now 6 here in game 3.
Yeah, they keep going up.
She will win the draw again. Race in left side. Behind her is Knutson, able to knock it free. And forces the turnover. Knutson's pass way too high, batted away by Leah Mao. She'll recover. Turn upfield along the sideline. Cuts back toward the middle. Mao into the middle. Ross's shot and a goal. She's got 4.
Cardinals are making it look easy at this point. They're working their offense perfectly. Again, just spreading it out, finding that opportunity, and then the quick shot. See it again, just nice opportunity. Doesn't waste any time, just turns and fires.
Ross has had a great start to her season as well. 3 game 1, 4 game 2, and now 4 here in game 3. It's 11.
Yeah,
if my math is correct for the season.
Yes, Minneapolis math, and we still have a little less than 10 minutes remaining. Plenty of time to add to those totals.
Off the draw, big collision between Misquick and Knutson. Knutson, the much larger of the two, as you see them standing next to one another out there. They're going to talk about which way the ball should go, as it was 50-50 in the air. Coon Rapids will gain possession. Helen Nelson turns back, pressured from behind, ball knocked free. Ackerman trying to scoop. She gets pressure from several white jerseys. Misquick in there mixing it up. Whistle blows again. Free position to Emily Sizen of Elk River. Zimmerman gets it ahead to Kaylin Koronek, and here's Knutson on the run. Knutson nets another.
Yeah, she's a nice player, no question. She's got some speed, she's got some height, and her accuracy is very good. All 5 goals scored tonight for
5 of the 6.
I'm sorry, all 5 of the 6, correct? I knew I was getting it. I was going to get there eventually.
You said that last time too, and I let it slide.
I appreciate it, but you couldn't resist yourself. You couldn't help yourself this time.
Not the second
I'm going
time.
to throw him right there.
Koronek opened the scoring for Elk River. That tied the game back early in the first half at 1-1.
Correct.
And since then, yes, Knutson has had all 5 Elk River goals. Flung free off the faceoff, and another whistle as they converge on the loose ball near midfield. Time ticking away, down to 8:45 left. And Coon Rapids wants to continue to pressure, but at this point it would take a major collapse for them to give up a 13-5 lead. 13-6.
Say I'm not the only one.
Koronek. Round behind the net, passes out front. Great stop in close by Garvis. Pretty much point-blank opportunity for Maria Corpy. And the Cardinal keeper came up big. Hackett back the other way. Works to her right, back to her left. And now gets around the corner and will set up behind the net. Nelson fakes, keeps it, fakes again, and will bring it up top. Nelson back to her left. Spins to her right, shoots high, and misses out the end line. And Kayla Ross back there to maintain possession.
Yeah, just couldn't get her cross down low enough to get that shot lower than that. But
Ross turning out front. Can't find a shooting lane. Backs up against Catherine McMullen. And will carry to the far side. Can't get McMillan to bite on the fake. Will set up behind the net again. Ross trying to feed Misquick in the middle. Or no, that was Turner in the middle. Misquick recovers, but the whistle blows against the Cardinals.
And you see the time ticking away. We're going to go ahead under 7 minutes. And Elk River certainly can't afford to trade goals with Coon Rapids at this point.
Misquick whistled for too much pressure as she was marking very tightly to Yannick. Off the whistle, gets right back with her. Korenick knocks that down and recovers. Trying to turn inside on Tunsky and draws another whistle. Korenick to the front, lost the handle, recovers. Crowded by white jerseys. Stumphouse still has it in her cross, spins back to her right, shoots low. Big save. Garvis again with 2 in close. Denial multiplied by the Cardinals keeper, and now the Elk River Zimmerman's squad knows a little bit more what it was like to face their keeper, especially late in that first half.
Yeah, maybe her 2 best saves of the night.
Could potentially turn out to be her best 2 saves of the season.
Yep.
That was outstanding goaltending at the home end. Corpy tied up by Mao. Whistle blows. Cardinals favor this time.
Time is continuing to run off the clock.
Mao racing right side. Draws some pressure, lost the handle right at midfield. Korenick scoops it up for Elk River Zimmerman. Right there with her is Alyssa Brazier. Pass ahead to Annie Dalton. Dalton trying to get to the middle. Pressured by Turner and lost the rock, but the whistle blows again. And another free position for Elk River Zimmerman. Couple of great opportunities off the last Cardinal foul in deep, but the keeper came up huge. Taylor Garvis also just a sophomore.
Yeah, and she really stepped up this year to take charge in net.
Shot by Annie Dalton, misses wide. Back there for it is Marie Reimer.
You know, I think coming into the season, they weren't exactly sure who would play goaltender for them. They had some idea, but they didn't know definitely. And
great anticipation there by Misquick to break up the pass, trying to scoop near the sideline. Instead, it's Reimer who comes up with it. Mary Cedarstrom there to help out as well. And that forces the turnover to Coon Rapids. Under 4 minutes left. Cedarstrom with some time to run, and she took a hard hit.
She did.
From Ellie Yannick. Yannick will get the card and go to the sideline for a minute.
Clock, it sits at 3:45.
Cedarstrom again. running upfield for the Cardinals. Moving it down low, Ross from behind the net. To miss quick, his shot, and another save in close by Emma Dalton. Annie Dalton recovers and draws the whistle. Elk River Zimmerman able to carry into the offensive half. And again, everywhere they've gone, a lot of close white jerseys. Raylan Korenick inside, shoots low. That was deflected. Cardinals recover, and then a bump in tight. And it'll be Coon Rapids ball.
Yep. And they looked ahead again, had a good, Cornette had a good opportunity, but looked like somebody got a piece of it.
Haley Tunsky, long pass, a little too high for Misquick. Annie Dalton trying to scoop. Pressure comes. Misquick got possession, but then the whistle blows again, and it'll be Misquick's ball as we near the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes in the second.
Misquick cutting back, has some room right toward the net. Lost it as she went to shoot, recovers. Tossed it up, got it right back. Misquick, she hasn't put one home that is counted.
No, she's put 2 home that hasn't counted.
Backing out is Bloomquist, shot through traffic, and that's gobbled up by Dalton. The name is Dalton. Name that movie. Under 90 seconds.
I don't know that.
Another
movie.
one ends up in the back of the Elk River
I feel like I
net,
should.
but the whistle had blown. I'll give you one other clue. Thought you'd be taller. Patrick Swayze.
Oh, Roadhouse?
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, three.
Long
hits I got
run
there.
again for Knutson. She's had a nice night offensively. Unfortunately for Elk River Zimmerman, she's the only one
She is
who
the
has
only
been solid offensively. Korenick has had some decent looks, only able to bury that first one. This one for Korenick misses wide as we're under a minute to play. Another missed pass will turn it over to the Cardinals. Get it to the middle of the field for Brazier. She'll use her speed to get it to the offensive end. Bumped, lost the handle. Helen Nelson able to recover.
Yeah, she's in no hurry at this point.
No, at this point, Coon Rapids probably just happy to possess the ball. And let the clock run out. Hackett will hand it off back to Nelson, spinning, trying to get to the middle, so they're still pressuring the net.
Looking for her 7th.
Swept in by Hackett.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And instead it'll be the keeper, Emma Dalton, holding onto it and letting the clock wind down. Coon Rapids improving to 2-1 with a 13-6 win.
Yeah, and a nice win, too. Again, 6-3 lead at the break and able to come back and dominate the second half again. And similar to their game against Centennial, as you mentioned, moving their record to 2-1 on the season. And a nice start after that bump in the road against Champlin.
Well, and the second half was big for the Cardinals. They only led 6-3 at the break, but they really asserted themselves early in that second half. A couple of quick back-to-back goals, both by number 9.
Number 9.
Helen Nelson. She finished with 6 in the game. Lily Hackett got on the scoreboard. A couple more for their other leading scorer, Kayla Ross. And they were able to run away with this one 13-5. A nice game, as we talked about, by Michaela Knutson offensively for Elk River Zimmerman. And the goalkeeper, Emma Dalton, was outstanding, especially late in the first half, keeping her team in this game a lot longer than they might have been otherwise.
Well, and the Cardinals, too, they've got a game tomorrow at Becker, and then on Saturday they're going to travel to Duluth for a game against Duluth-Denfeld. So they've got a couple of games here before the end of the weekend that they have a chance to continue to move their record in the northerly direction.
We have some more action ahead of us this week as well. We'll see softball team against Bemidji on Friday afternoon, and then baseball next Tuesday, tennis next Thursday, and then I believe another Friday night game for the softball team next Friday, if I am not mistaken.
I don't think so. Let me check the schedule on this. I
but
could be incorrect.
That's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, it's Coon Rapids 13, Elk River Zimmerman 6. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.